Hey guys, this is Bill. It's cloudy outside, and I've been getting a considerable amount of positive email about questions. Questions. How in the hell do you do this, Bill? And a lot of people are trying to replicate what I do. I got a guy in the Philippines, a guy in Taiwan, a guy in Canada, a guy in Russia. Well, let me tell you. I'm going to give you a few more details, not on the camera. I covered that the last time. This, again, I'm using a Logitech C910 webcam that Amazon sells for $68, shipped, delivered, and it's a pretty good. It's a 10 megapixel webcam. And my buddy Mike made this super duper housing for me out of aluminum, so I can exchange lenses. Again, my primary lens that I use these days mostly is a Teleview 19 millimeter pan optic lens. It's a $300 lens, color corrected. But I want to show you the other lenses I use and the kind of genesis of this this project. When I first got into this project, I was watching a YouTube channel called Backup 2010 Countdown. Backup channel Countdown 2010. It's Henning's channel, a wonderful channel, and he does moon shots, moon videos. I was watching them, fascinated. Well, he ran across this camera, a ThinkGeek camera, and I ordered one from ThinkGeek, $99. And then I checked on the internet into my resources in China. I got resources all over the world. And I found a source in China where I could buy this sucker for $48. Of course, if you order 20,000, you could buy it for 3 cents. But it's a high definition camera. And it's the only camera that I know that's made for a telescope that is high definition. Let me show you something. I'm taking the time to do this because there's a lot of interest and people just want to know. And the other thing, I found that this is a good forum for me to communicate information. I can show you stuff in the background that I did before. What you're looking at there is the latest video that I did of the Apollo 15 landing site. I got closer than anybody I know has ever got. You can see the mountains. You can see the valley where they landed. There's this one crater on the mountain that's it's like 13 miles wide, so you're getting in pretty close on my video. And this camera will do it. But again, the genesis. Most cameras are designed. The web cameras that are not designed for telescopes, but most telescope cameras are, and they're designed to replace the lens. See, this is the Chinese camera. Orion now sells a line. You can buy this camera from Orion for about $100, and it goes right in to the diagonal, and then it replaces the lens. Well, the lens that I got with my telescope goes right there. So you take that lens out and you put in the telescope camera. Orion sells a whole line of these. A lot of different brands, a lot of different companies. I have 6 telescope cameras. You never see me using them. The only one I did use was this one. I have a $400 telescope camera that doesn't do nothing. Now, what's the main problem with telescope cameras? The main problem is they're designed for standard definition TV. Standard definition versus high definition. You go to a Best Buy and all the TV sets are high definition. They're all wide screened. All of the telescope cameras that are designed are still back in the old-fashioned days with a squatty square box. And they even say they sell them like $3,000-$4,000, but they're the same thing. They're high definition, standard definition screens. So when they do a video of the moon, it's a square deal. And I like to be the real deal. Well, when I got this camera from China, I was pretty impressed, and I was recording at maybe 3 frames a second screen captures in high definition, 1080p. But old Bill, he's on a quest for high quality, ever learning and ever seeking out new things to try. And I saw this this particular webcam, the C910, sold at Office Depot for $110. I bought it, and figuring it's a 10 megapixel webcam, well, I'll figure out how to use it. And I taped it initially to this very good high quality lens that you get with it's a Celestron 32 Pelosi 32 millimeter lens. That's a very good lens for the Nexstar 8SE. And I taped it to the thing. You can put it right in there and screw it tight. The problem is when you use this kind of lens is the viewing field. The viewing field on this is not 60 degrees. And when you use it with this camera, it'll work, but you only get about 3 clicks of zoom. Well, leave it to my buddy Mike. My buddy Mike likes to have less eye strain when he's looking through his eyepieces. He has a telescope. He has a whole rig just like me. We're 2 peas in a pod with the telescopes. I'm just a guy that's doing a lot of videos. Well, Mike found out about this really neat lens. It's called it's made by Astrotech, a small company in the Northeast. It's a Paradigm, and he bought a whole series of these. This is an 18 millimeter, and these lenses, we designed this particular adapter so that it would, fit right in there, and then you tighten it up. So it's designed for this, and this is a 60-degree lens. Well, lo and behold, when we put this sucker in, we got 9-10 clicks of zoom. Great. I mean, we were ecstatic. So we bought. I got a set. Mike's got a set. We all got a set of I feel like a one-armed paper hanger. There's 5 of them. And we got them all. And you'll see me on some of my videos. I'll say, well, I got to pause and change lenses. Well, what I'm doing is I'm taking one of these lenses out of my adapter, putting it on pause on the debut software, and then I'm putting another one in. I might want to go to the 5 and get closer. We were in hog heaven. I mean, we could do zooms and we could do pauses. We could change lenses. Just what astronomy is all about, changing lenses. Well, to make a long story short, we eventually, we have a friend, a very, very knowledgeable guy on the West Coast, and he we buy a lot of optics from him, and he informed us. He was trying to figure out how I did my color, you know. So, well, you need to get rid of, you got to be color corrected. So we ended up buying, Mike bought this one, this $300 Pan optic color corrected lens, and we put it in, and the magic occurred. The magic occurred with this lens when it's paired up with this camera. I think this is a 70-degree lens. Anyhow, we were getting 15 clicks of zoom, which is incredible, and you see it on my videos. You see it all the time. You're asking, well, Bill, you showed us color the other night. Today you're not showing us color in the background. What's the deal? It depends on the moon. The moon, the light. If the light shines directly down onto the moon, I mean directly horizontal to the moon, instead of seeing through the Mars, it seems like you see, it bounces right off and you see the top of the crystal. I'm not sure what it is, but so you don't see as much color. When the light hits the moon at an angle, the sun, I'm talking about the sun, you'll see some color. I'm not an optical expert, but that's my theory. Okay, I don't want this to be too long, but I want to bring up one more point. One more point. We do have plans on doing the sun. And let me bring out the big guns. The big guns, guys. This is a very large solar cover for the end of my telescope. It's designed for my telescope. You put it over the end, and then the light from the sun comes through here. This is made by Thousand Oaks. Well, Thousand Oaks makes some very neat sun filters, and this particular one is handmade by Thousand Oaks for my telescope. And when you put this thing in, and you also add the additional filter which they give you, you see the prominence of the sun. And this is a world I haven't even, I'm going to blow you away when I do the sun, but I just haven't done it. You know, everybody's talking about the sun. You got UFO motherships going down and sucking the, who knows what they're doing up there on it. They got Nearbu floating around out there somewhere. You got Nehemiah Station down there in the Antarctica. Every time you look at it, they got the sun rising and setting with a black dot in the middle of the sun. I mean, what in the hell is going on with the sun? Well, I'm going to get up there and figure it out. No, I won't figure it out, but I'll have fun looking at it, and I'm going to use some pretty good equipment when I do. I'll do this every once in a while just to kind of update you on some information if I think it's important. One more thing, I'm going to, people have been asking about my telescope. I'm going to do, on the weekend, I'm going to go out on the porch when it's sunny, and I'm going to show you my telescope in the same form where I can have some pretty stuff floating around out there. When you watch me, don't watch me, watch the video. It's pretty good. You can get an idea of what I do. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And you have yourself a hell of a great day and a hell of a great weekend.